Hello everyone, happy Mother's Day to any mothers out there watching this video. Welcome to another video on the channel, and as usual on a Sunday, welcome to another episode of Weekly Watches, all from the collection. Quite a lot to go through this week. Mixed bag this week. There's some, not too many that I just didn't really get on with, and some that really surprised me that I didn't expect to like, including this first one. But how many have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 again. So seems to be the same numbers. But anyway, we'll get cracking with the first one, which was one of the charity shop pickups from a few weeks ago now. Last week, actually, a week before. The Football Factory. I thought it's a short film, 87 minutes. So last Sunday I chucked this on, gave it a watch. And this was one that really surprised me. I did not expect to like this at all, but for some reason, I really enjoyed this one. I guess I just like Danny Dyer. I liked, because it's not heavy on the football stuff. And if you know me, you know I'm not into sports at all. But I do quite like sports films, but this isn't really that. There's a bit of hooliganism in it. But it's more about just being a man and violence and that sort of stuff, men of a particular age, that sort of thing. And yeah, the soundtrack's really good in this one as well. I really like the characters in this. Yeah, one that I really enjoyed, more so than I thought. Nick Love obviously directed this one and wrote it. As I said in my pickups delivered things last one, I think it must have been now. I do also have The Business, which I believe is also Nick Love and Danny Dyer, but I don't know if it's going to play. But I am definitely interested in checking that one out now. And obviously they got the new one out, Marching Pounder. But yeah, The Football Factory, yeah, be keeping this. Probably upgrade it to Blu-ray at some point. I think there's a Blu-ray out there. Because yeah, it really surprised me, this one. The Football Factory. Next up, another really good watch, and one that was a rewatch for me. I hadn't seen it for a long time now, and that's John Q with Denzel Washington. We've got Robert Duvall, James Woods, Anne Heche, Kimberly Elise, and Ray Liotta. Basically about a father. His son's got a heart condition that means he has to have surgery, otherwise he'll die, basically. Not a spoiler, really. But their medical insurance it doesn't cover it. It's null and void, basically. And they don't have the money to be able to finance to get this surgery, so they're trying everything they can do to try and get the money. And he kind of takes matters into his own hands, Denzel Washington's character, when no one else will help him. That's all I'll say. And it's really good, tense, sort of drama thriller sort of thing. Denzel Washington gives a fantastic performance. And yeah, I love these sorts of films. Yeah, really good. Interesting film. I don't think it's a true story, but yeah, I recommend this if you like the sound of what I just said. Definitely recommend. It's very tense in places. Terrific acting all around in this, and just a really well made story and a well made film. So yeah, that's John Q. Next up, I gave Blazing Saddles a watch. I will say I'm not a massive fan of Spaceballs, which is the only other Mel Brooks film I'd seen. So going into this, I was a bit on the fence as to whether or not I would like it. And I'm still a bit undecided. It's one that I'm definitely going to need to give a watch again. Probably the same with Spaceballs as well. It'll be definitely staying in the collection, that's for sure. But I wasn't completely won over with it. There were parts I really found funny, parts I liked, parts I just didn't get, and the comedy just went over my head and I just didn't get it at all. Could be because of his age, just could be because I just didn't get it, didn't hit me. But yeah, I mean, the highlight personally for me in this is Gene Wilder. I love Gene Wilder and I watch anything with him in. And yeah, Mel Brooks has a few funny roles in this one as well. Yeah, as I say, I'm not won over with this film, but I think it's one that will definitely grow on me the more I watch it, and it's not too long either. So yeah, I will give it a watch again in the future. Happy I've seen it anyway now, so I can say I've watched it. Another one crossed off the list of classics. Yep, so that is Blazing Saddles. Next up, I'm probably going to say next. There's a few highlights of the week here, actually. I'm going to say this week we actually have one, two. We've got 4 highlights of the week this week, and these are ones of all of these I urge you to go and watch if you've not seen them. First, obviously, being The Football Factory. If you've not seen it before and you've got any interest in that sort of thing at all, just watch it, because it's, as I said, it surprised me. This is the next one, which I believe is getting a 4K release next month. But I have had the Blu-ray in the watch pile for a while, so thought I'd give it a watch, and then I might get the 4K later on down the road, and that is Tombstone. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, obviously the story of Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday and all of those characters, and I love this film. As I say on my channel, the way I tell if I'm really, really engaged in a film is if I don't go on my phone at all, and I didn't during this one, which means I obviously loved it. It obviously took something from me, and yeah, I really like this. Yeah, I'd probably say I prefer this over Wyatt Earp, although I really do enjoy Wyatt Earp as well. I still have to watch Gunfight at the OK Corral, which I do have in my Western 9 movie set, which I need to watch. But yeah, really great story this. If you've not seen it and you want to get into your Westerns, I'd say this is a great starter. Really good, solid story with some great acting in it. You got Bill Paxton, who is always a pleasure to see him in something, and Sam Elliott. Charlton Heston is in it towards the end, and I didn't even, until the credits came on, it didn't even click that it was Charlton Heston, because of the films I've seen with him in, he's been a lot younger. Michael Biehn, Jason Priestley, Dana Delaney. Yeah, really great cast in this one. If you like Westerns and you've not seen this one, highly recommend this. Really entertaining film, and not as long as Wyatt Earp as well, which is always a plus. So yeah, another highlight of the week for me is Tombstone. And I'd say these next 3 are the only ones I didn't really get on with this week. 2 are unfortunately recommendations from Roy, so apologies, Roy. We can't always like exactly the same thing. You have given me some fantastic recommendations in the past. It's the same with other people that have recommended me stuff. Even Stuart's recommended me some things, and I've gone into it and I've just not got on with them at all. It happens with everyone. There's one from Tim here that I'm going to keep because I want to watch it again, but I just didn't really click with it. But anyway, this first one is one that's kind of been doing the rounds amongst us the last few weeks since Roy watched it, and that's Three Came Home with Claudette Colbert. Just wasn't really for me, this one. Really struggled to get through this, I won't lie. It actually took me 3 days to watch this one. Not because it was more because I just wasn't too interested in getting through it. I watched about, I want to say, an hour maybe before the stream last week, and struggling a bit then, and then I was busy Tuesday and Wednesday, so I never got to finish it until Thursday morning. And I just didn't get on with this at all. It was just, I'm sorry, Roy and everyone else, it just felt like a slog to get through this one. I don't know. I just don't know why I didn't get on with this, because the way Roy was describing it, it ticked all the boxes for me, but it just didn't work. It just really didn't work. It just felt, yeah, just felt a bit naff to me. But I'm glad that there are definitely people out there that enjoy this, because I think everyone should enjoy, at least one person should get some enjoyment from every film out there. Because there's a lot of people work on these films, so you got to give them credit for that at least, and I do give credit for that at the very least. And after watching this, I am interested to see more Claudette Colbert films. She was a highlight of this film for me. And as it's a DVD, and I got it cheap, I am going to keep it in the collection. I could decase it and put it in my case. For now, I'll probably put it in the box under my bed with most of my DVDs in. Because I might watch it again in the future and think differently upon it. But for now, wasn't a huge fan of it. Sorry, Roy. Same with this one. I've already talked about this a bit in length, so if you want to know my full thoughts on this, go back to the Watch Pile episode from last week. and that's Yorgos Lanthimos' The Killing of a Sacred Deer. I think it's safe to say, like I said in my video, I'm just not a fan of his style of filmmaking. They just don't do it for me. I couldn't stand Poor Things. That was one of the worst films for me last year. The Lobster was okay, but it's definitely not one I'd ever go back to. The Favourite is the only one that I would probably watch again. I do have that in the collection. I think I saw that one at the cinema. And I think that one's the best of the films I've seen from him. I'm not even going to attempt to watch the other one he released last year because I've heard that's a bit all over the place and I won't enjoy it. Yeah, and I'm not really too interested in the one he's got coming out this year as well with Emma Stone. And this one, like I said, just was too weird for me, just didn't get on with the story. I can appreciate the art and what he was going for with this. And the acting in it, I can't fault that at all. Nicole Kidman, Colin Farrell, Barry Keoghan, all fantastic in the film. It was just too weird for me. I just didn't get on with it, couldn't wrap my head around it. And yeah, I just can't see me going back and watching it again. So this one won't be staying in the collection. If I ever had the urge to watch this one again, it's going to be a streaming job, I'm afraid. Although I know I'm like most of us collectors, I'm not big on streaming. But if it's a film that I'm just not bothered about owning in my collection, then I'm happy to stream it if it's available and I have the urge to watch it. But I doubt that's going to happen with this one. Yeah, just really didn't get on with The Killing of a Sacred Deer. So again, sorry Roy, 2 out of, well, I don't know if there's any, is there any other ones that he's recommended to me this week? I don't think so. No, I don't think so, but like I said, we can't all like the same thing. It won't work that way, and I'm sure I haven't watched your weekly watches as of recording this yet, Roy, but I will watch it, and I know from the thumbnail that you have watched Dirty Dancing, so I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on that. So yeah, I will be watching that at some point later today. Next up is a Tim recommendation, and usually I get on, me and Tim have quite similar tastes, I find. He's more into his horror, and this is a horror film, and I'm trying to get into horror more, and I thought that this one would be one that I would really appreciate. And again, like I said, the last two didn't really get on with at all. This one I just wasn't fully engaged. I didn't really get it. So I think I do need to watch it again, take it in more, and then I think I am going to appreciate it more. And that's David Cronenberg's Videodrome. I didn't get it. That's the main reason why I didn't really get on with this that much. I didn't understand what was going on. I was lost throughout this film. It's one that I want to give another watch because I think I will like it if I watch it again. But yeah, I just didn't get what was going on here at all. Tim, you can explain it to me. I mean, we've got plenty of time to. You can explain it to me in the group. You can explain it to me when we see each other next. Because I think we're hopefully meeting again next week. So yeah, explain to me what this was all about because I just didn't get it at all. Yeah. I don't know, there's not much more I can say about that. It was just a weird one for me, Videodrome. And then I suppose this is the next one in order of when I watched it. I delved into my Clint set again. I thought I'd watch a newer one of his that he directed that I hadn't seen. And this one's one people have been telling me about for a while, that it's been good. So I'll just flip it around and show you. And it's down here, and it's Changeling, with Angelina Jolie. I'll close it up again now. So yeah, Changeling basically follows a woman in the late 1920s. Her son goes missing, and I'm not going to go into it too much because I don't want to spoil it. Basically, a boy comes back, the police find a boy who they believe to be her son. She meets him at the train station, and she's adamant that this boy is not her son, even though they're telling her that he is, and he's just changed because he's been gone for a little bit. But she is adamant that this isn't her son, and she still wants them to look for her son, although as far as they're concerned, they've done their job, they found her son, case closed. But this was in a time where if people stood up, specifically women, if they stood up against the police would just put them in like psychiatric units, mental institutions, which is unfortunately what happened to this woman. It's a true story. And luckily she had people standing up to fight for her. This local radio priest played by John Malkovich really helped her, and she really fought to find out what really happened to her son. I'm not going to go any further into the plot of the film because there's a lot to be found out. It shocked me in places. It's really good. It's the third highlight of the week for me. Yeah, really happy to see these sorts of films. Really gave off like Zodiac type tones. That, if you've seen Zodiac, very similar in tone to that film. Angelina Jolie was excellent. John Malkovich was excellent. Clint Eastwood's directing, faultless. Yeah, really, really happy that I've seen that now. I really need to get into more of Clint's films, though I've not seen a lot of his older stuff. I've not seen the Dollars trilogy yet, or anything from that kind of era of his films. It's mainly just the newer, like 90s up that I've seen. So yeah, I definitely need to get on top of that and give more of his films a watch, because he's certainly one of my favourite actors and directors. So yeah, that money was definitely not a waste of money for me, because I'm going to cherish that in my collection forever. 2 to go. Next up, I can't remember who said this. It's gone out of my head. Someone chose this one, and I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Ash. I can't remember. It was last week's watch poll, but I enjoyed this one. No Country for Old Men. I say enjoyed. It was a hard watch. It's a very tense thriller, I would say. It can be quite hard to watch, uncomfortable to watch at times, because Javier Bardem's character, Anton Chigurh, something like that, he's a very disturbed, messed up psychopath, and his character is very unpredictable. You never know what he's going to do, and it makes it very the whole film is very, very tense. Fantastic performances. I'm sure it is, yeah, Roger Deakins DP'd it. I'm sure I just could tell. Definitely deserved to win Best Picture and all the other awards it won, because, oh yeah, Javier Bardem did win. I thought he should have. Really brutal film as well, very violent, but very good, like neo-western, I would say. Yeah, really like this one. No Country for Old Men. And the final one, which I watched last night, and if you know me, you know I love my coming of age films, and this is the fourth and final highlight of the week for me. Specifically, I'm going to put this to Sam and Ash. If you can get a copy of this or stream it or anything, both of you, I think, would absolutely love this film. It reminded me a lot like of The Perks of Being a Wallflower and films that came out around that time. I loved this film, and it's just a DVD, and it's an American import. I think you can get an American Blu-ray import, which I might get down the road. But that is The Spectacular Now, Miles Teller, Shailene Woodley. It's an A24 film, from 2013. Basically, the film starts with Miles Teller's character. He has just broken up with his girlfriend, played by Brie Larson. He's kind of getting towards the end of high school, writing his college dissertation, I think it is, like his statement to the college as to why he should be accepted. He's kind of a bit of a mess. He drinks a lot, drinks during the day. He works in like a suit shop, I think, or trouser shop, with Bob Odenkirk's character who's his boss. And one morning he is found by Shailene Woodley's character asleep. He's passed out on some random person's front garden. And they start to form this friendship, which, as you can expect, later becomes a bit something more. And it's just a lovely film about relationships, bonds, coming of age. It's definitely smack bang in the coming of age section. You got Kyle Chandler, who plays kind of his deadbeat dad. Jennifer Jason Leigh plays his mum. And yeah, I love this film. Only an hour and a half, but it flew by, and it's just such a great film. It captures the time and the spirit of a coming of age film. Like I said, very similar sort of thing to like The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And yeah, I'm actually going to watch one that I know Sam's watched tonight, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, because I'm on a bit of a kick with the coming of age films, so I want to try and watch the ones in my collection I've not seen yet. Because I will tease an upcoming haul video. There's a specific actor, British actor, that I'm a huge fan of. I did mention in our WhatsApp group that I've picked up quite a few of his films, and when they come, I'm kind of binging them because I just love him as an actor. I'm not going to say who it is. I'll just keep that for the video, which will probably be next week, probably, I would think. I'm going to wait till everything comes to do a video. But anyway, yeah, Spectacular Now. If you like coming of age, comedy, dramas, at all, this is one of the best ones. It is, and this might shock Sam, it's definitely up there with The Perks of Being a Wallflower. You can see it's rated fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, 5 stars everywhere. It's superb. It is superb. I really loved this one, and I think both Sam and Ash, if you can get a copy of this or just even stream it, both of you guys are absolutely gonna love this, guaranteed. Give you your money back if you don't like it. But yeah, that's the Spectacular Now, and that is all 10 films that I've watched physically this week. Did pretty well this week, I think. But yeah, that's it. So I will say we have the live stream tomorrow. I will put a thing on. I'm going to say to everyone participating, it's set for 7:30 tomorrow as usual. There's a slim possibility it may be a bit late, 5-10 minutes at the most, just because I'm going to the cinema to see the new Jason Statham film tomorrow. That comes out at just gone 7, so I then got to get brought back home before the live stream, but it should only take about 15 minutes to get home, I'm hoping, touch wood. So I should still be on time, but if it is slightly late, that's why. We are doing another quiz tomorrow. I've still got to write. I'm going to do an extra round because I was going to do the music round again. But I just can't get... I've looked all weekend. I just can't work out how to share music on the stream. So I think we're going to skip that. And I'm going to do an extra round. And I've got to write the head-to-head round still as well. But I've done the first 3 rounds anyway. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We've got Sam joining tomorrow. I don't usually say what special guests we have, but I'm going to this week. We have Jodie again this week. And new to the stream is Pete over, I think it's Pedro's Movie Cavern or Cave, something like. Sorry, Pete, if I'm getting that completely wrong. We've not had him on the stream yet. I'm not too familiar with his channel, so I am going to try, before the stream, watch some of his videos, so kind of get a sense. I always like to watch people that haven't spoke to his videos before talking to them, just to get an idea of what they're like, who they are, what they enjoy. I think it's respectful as well. But yeah, at the moment, those 3 are confirmed. Possibly Tim. He may be joining. He might be free. So yeah, we shall just wait and see how it goes. But yeah, won't babble on any longer because this video is already nearly 25 minutes, which is far too long for a weekly watches video. But that is it for this week. Let me know if you've seen any of those films down below in the comments section. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment because I really do appreciate it. And that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.